Yes, members, you are most welcome once again with your teacher, Saddam Hussein, the mathematics facilitator. On YouTube, I told you, learn math with Saddam Hussein. You can get me there. Facebook, Saddam Hussein. WhatsApp, 0772 33 52 23. You'll be able to get me there. So we are moving at a very good pace. And I told you, whenever you are here, be settled. Your problems are solved, and we are able to move on with some of these simple things that they call mathematics. The one people tend to say it is difficult, yet it is what we are moving on with, and it is very cheap for all of us always to learn. I want to appreciate you once again for subscribing time and again. Keep on subscribing until when you get what exactly you are supposed to get. I'm sure by the time we are going back to school, everything will be fine, and these lessons can still keep helping us. Now, we want to look at something under bases. Bases are introduced commonly in primary 5, but remember, right from primary 1, even in nursery, we have been learning base 10, the one we call the standard base. It is what we use everywhere in our daily lives to add figures, to add plates at home, to calculate the number of kilograms mommy has harvested this time from the garden, to actually in our daily lives, what we commonly use is base 10. But now when we reach the upper classes, we have always introduced what we call bases, and children are always like, wow, again they've changed the order of addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. No, it is the same thing, because the same rules you have been using in base 10 are the same rules you will use in these bases, because each base moves with the rule as long as you understand the digits used and a given base. For example, in base 10, you know, in base 10, you have been using 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You are all aware that this is what you have been using under base 10. Now, for example, if we talk about base 2, you realize that here we don't have 10, meaning that that base cannot be 10 in itself. So if base 2, the digits are stopping here, 0 and 1. Base 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. You can just pick it from here and you realize that bases are equally the same as base 10, and it is very cheap, by the way, to handle, as long as we move on well and everything is well understood. I don't see any problem there. By the way, always feel positive when you're calculating these figures, and feel comfortable that you can do it. Nobody can deceive you that you can't do it in mathematics. You can do it, and everything will be possible. Let me show you a simple work about what I'm talking here. For example, let us look at some addition in base 2. We shall look at very many, but let us look at base 2. For example, if they say work out 101 base 2 plus 111 base 2. Remember, I told you that base 2 has only 2 digits. Digits under base 2 used here, we have 0 and 1. It is the only one that you'll see under base 2. So when we are adding here, why have I given you this? This is where the significance is. So when you have this 111 base 2, don't forget the operation sign. So when you're adding, you begin as usual, just the way you always do it in base 10, by the way. As usual, you say begin from the right hand side as you move to the left hand side. The same thing. There is no problem with that. It is as usual. Are we together? Yes, I know you are getting me. That is how we are moving. So, what is 1 plus 1? When you say 1 plus 1, you will get 2. But remember, I said 2 is not written under base 2. Just as you can see, for example, when they say 41 plus 39, 1 plus 9 is 10. Do you write here 10? Do you write here 10 according to what you have been doing from primary 1, primary 2? We don't write 10. You write 0, because out of 10 you write 0 and you regroup 1. That means you have divided 10 by 10. You have got 1, remainder 0. This is 0, you write it here. This one you have got to regroup it there. So the same thing happens here. 1 plus 1 is 2. So the base is 2. You divide 2 by 2, you will get 1, remainder 0. When you have 2 items, you give to 2 people, each of them will get 1, 1. Are you getting me? Then you remain with 0. So this remainder 0 is what you put as your answer under ones. Then this 1, the quotient you got here, you regroup with the next place value of 2's. This is 1's, 2's, 2 2's, as we keep moving like that. Unlike base 10 where we say 1's, 10's, 100's, this one is 1's, 2's, 2 2's, 2 2 2's. Just simple like that. That's how we move on, by the way. It is very simple. So the next one, remember you have here, you regrouped 1 here. So you now have 1 plus 0 plus 1 equals to 2. You have also got it 2. So this 2 divided by 2 again, you will get 1, remainder 0. The 0, you write it clearly under this place value. Then this 1 that you got as a quotient, you regroup the next place value. Now in the next place value, you have 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals how many? 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So what is 3? You cannot write 3 here. 3 is bigger than 2. It's not possible to be written under base 2. So you will divide 3 by 3. That is how mistakes come. The base is 2. You divide 3 by 2 equals to 1, remainder 1. When you divide 3 items by 2 people, look here. There are 2 people here. You're dividing 3 items. 1, 2, 3. Each of them has got 1, 1, and 1 has remained. So this remainder of 1 is what you come and put here. Then this remainder, this quotient here, you come and put it in the next place value. You create another place value here. But since here there is no digit, so it will be 1. 0 is the same as nothing. So it will be 1 plus nothing, which is 0, equals to 1. Now this 1 you cannot divide by 2 because 1 is fitting under digits of base 2. You now come and put here 1. Don't forget to write your base name so that when you are concluding, you say therefore 101 base 2 plus 111 base 2 equals to 1100 base 2. That is how best you can calculate your work, and I expect us to move at a very good pace. By the way, bases are simple. The example I've given you under base 2, you can even apply it in base 3, base 4, base 5, base 6. There is no problem with that. I told you in bases here, it means you are just being limited. They say, don't group beyond 6. Don't group beyond 5. I told you it can be in any format. So I don't see any worry there. Even if they give you base 10, tomorrow you should say, they didn't give us this one, so we are not okay there. I've given you a key factor here. You only look at the digits under that figure. The digits itself, under itself, the digit, putting it under that base, make sure that you don't put it, but instead it is 0. We can also look at another base. If you want to believe that they're the same, which base can we look at? Base 5. Good. So when you have 3, 4, base 5 plus 2, 3, base 5. Yes, we can also look at that. So 3, 4, base 5 arrange them vertically for you to handle it well. Don't forget the operation is always very important, by the way, in any kind of operation that you are dealing with. Because when you leave this one out, somebody may not know what you have done. We have multiplication, we have addition, we have division. So always be open and do the right thing. So when you are dealing with this one, the same thing. Begin from the right hand side and move the left hand side. So this is 4 plus 3. What is 4 plus 3? 7. So what is this 7? You can't write 7 under base 5, but instead you can divide 7 by the base, which is 5. You will get 1, remainder 2. Each of these people will get 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You remain with 2. So this remainder is what I told you. You write the remainder. Then the quotient, the answer you get here, is what you regroup to the next place value. This one is ones. All bases, by the way, what is common is that all bases, they all begin from ones. From the right hand side, they all begin from ones. Then the other moves to fives. 5 fives. If it is threes, you say ones, threes, 3 threes, just like that. So you have 1 regrouped there. So you have 1 plus 3 plus 2. What do you get? 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So 6 divided by 5. You will get 1, remainder 1. So this remainder is what you write here. The quotient you get is what you write here. So this 1 plus nothing, there's nothing here throughout, there's nothing there throughout, equals to 1. So 1 is less than 5. So you come and write here 1 base 5. Don't forget to write the base. Remember, this is under base 5. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I hope you're okay there. Members, I don't want to take a lot of time here, but I hope when I come with other bases, shall be able to handle. And there's a video that I'm going to give you about base names. You should just be very careful and put your work well, and everything will be fine. I'm going to give you very simple exercise. Very simple today. Only 2 numbers. Not beyond that. Only 2 numbers. Only 2 numbers. Work out. Part A. 2, 3 base 4 plus 1, 2 base 4. That's number 1. Number 2, 3, 4 base 6 plus 4, 5 base 6. These 2 numbers are enough for you. Handle them well. I'll be very proud when you pass them, and everything will be fine. Thank you very much once again for attending. Saddam Hussein is my name. My YouTube channel is Learn Math with Saddam Hussein. Everything will be nice. May the Almighty God bless you. I thank you for your support. Please continue supporting me, and we support each other. For God and my country, everything will be fine. Thank you very much. God bless you.